there, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a Korean language instructor, I absolutely know you feel the daily struggle. You're probably spending hours scouring the internet for the perfect teaching materials, only to come up totally empty-handed. You want images that are culturally accurate, visually engaging, and perfectly aligned with your lesson plan, right? Well, today, we're going to completely transform your workflow. Think of this as your ultimate guide to using AI for generating incredible images and videos tailored specifically for the Korean language classroom. We are going to take those frustrating hours of searching and turn them into literally just minutes of creating. I mean, think about your lesson prep right now. How do you actually explain a uniquely Korean abstract word like soleda? That very specific feeling of fluttering excitement. A dictionary definition barely even scratches the surface. Or what about trying to show a historically accurate Lunar New Year scene, complete with the right traditional clothing and table settings, without immediately running into a massive headache over copyright issues? It is incredibly difficult to find exactly what you need out there. So, to solve this, here is our roadmap for today. We'll cover the magic of visualizing language, the 3 elements of a perfect prompt, practical prompts by lesson topic, turning text into living video, and finally, AI limitations and cultural verification. All right, let's jump straight into part 1, the magic of visualizing language. Okay, let's dive into this. Why are we even turning to AI in the first place? It's really not just about using flashy new tech. It's about fundamentally upgrading our capabilities as educators. AI is about to become your absolute best teaching assistant, and it brings 3 core values to the table. First, visualizing abstract vocabulary. Instead of trying to translate a complex emotion, you can instantly generate an image that makes the student truly feel it, which leads to instant comprehension. Second, it provides vivid cultural context. Need to explain the harvest festival of Chuseok? Boom! You can summon a vibrant custom image in seconds. And third, it sparks immense learner interest. Let's be real, most of your students are probably fans of K-pop or K-dramas. When you generate lesson materials that mimic those cinematic styles, their motivation to learn absolutely skyrockets. But with all the options out there, which tool should you actually use? Well, here's a quick breakdown. DALL-E 3 is fantastic because it understands Korean text prompts beautifully, and it's highly consistent, though you usually need a paid subscription. Then you've got Midjourney, which offers unmatched, breathtaking artistic quality, but it requires English prompts and uses a slightly clunky Discord interface. So where should you start? For your everyday classroom use, you should absolutely start with Bing Image Creator. It's completely free, highly accessible, and perfect for churning out quick, effective visual aids on the fly. Moving right along to part 2, the 3 elements of a perfect prompt. Now that we have our tools selected, we really need to talk about the secret to generating amazing AI material. The thing is, the AI is literally only as smart as the instructions you feed it. You have to master the art of the prompt. But don't worry, we can break prompting down into a super simple, foolproof 3-element formula. First is the subject. What exactly are you drawing? You gotta be specific. Don't just say a person, say a student in a hanbok. Second is the style. How should it be expressed? Are we talking a watercolor painting, a realistic photograph, or maybe a webtoon? And third is the atmosphere. What's the emotional tone here? Is it a warm spring day or a moody, melancholic, rainy afternoon? Once you combine these 3, the AI knows exactly what to deliver. Now, here is a massive pro tip for you regarding the language you use. Because these AI models were trained mostly on English data, writing your prompts in English is generally going to yield way better overall style, lighting, and accuracy. But, and this is a very big but, when you're dealing with deeply specific Korean cultural concepts like traditional hanbok clothing or the deeply abstract social feeling of jong, you absolutely must type those specific terms in Korean. The AI grasps the cultural nuance so much better when it reads the native text. Just think about this dramatic contrast for a second. If you want to teach the word for fluttering excitement and you just type feeling of fluttering into the AI, you are probably going to get a confusing, abstract mess. But what if you apply our formula? Try excited description of a young woman waiting for a first date. That's our highly specific subject. Add warm spring day, cherry blossom background. There's our perfect atmosphere. And finish with realistic style, locking in the visual format. This engineered prompt is a total game changer. It instantly generates an image where your students can just look at the woman's face and immediately understand the vocabulary word without you having to translate a single thing. Which brings us to part 3, practical prompts by lesson topic. Let's see how this builds when we apply our formula directly to the scenarios you face every single day. Generally, your teaching falls into 3 buckets: vocabulary, grammar, and culture.
We just nailed vocabulary with our emotion example, but what about culture? Well, if you need to teach about the Lunar New Year, your prompt shouldn't just be Korean New Year. It should be highly specific. Family wearing traditional hanbok, performing ancestral rites on New Year's morning inside a traditional Hanok house, warm atmosphere, realistic style.
Grammar, though, that is where this gets truly fascinating. Imagine you're teaching the Korean grammatical structure a-ioso, which indicates cause and effect, like saying, because it is raining, I am staying home. You really don't need a text-heavy, boring explanation for this. You just use this exact prompt. Person looking out the window on a rainy day, staying home, warm indoors coffee, realistic style. You show this incredibly cozy image to your students, point to the rain outside, point to the person inside drinking their coffee, and bam, the causal relationship of the grammar point just clicks in their minds instantly.
Now let's level up in part 4, turning text into living video. Creating static images is amazing, sure, but now we're entering the real mastery phase, turning those crafted images into dynamic, living video materials. When you move from image to video, you're adding the critical element of audio. And for language teachers, this is an absolute game changer for listening and pronunciation practice. By using AI video tools, you can generate native-level text-to-speech pronunciation. You can simulate real-life dialogues, like ordering food at a local restaurant, with totally distinct character voices. You can even create highly immersive cultural introduction videos, pairing those beautiful AI images you made with incredibly engaging narration. To actually pull this off, we highly recommend a tool called Vru. It's fully optimized for the Korean language, and the workflow is beautifully clean and linear. First, you just write a simple script of your dialogue or narration. Second, you use their AI to generate the text-to-speech audio, and you can pick from some incredibly natural-sounding Korean voices. Third, you just drag and drop the AI images you generated earlier right onto the timeline so they match the audio. And fourth, you use their magic auto subtitle feature. Actually, I really want to pause on this auto subtitling feature for a second because it solves a massive headache for language teachers. Vru literally listens to the audio and automatically creates perfectly synchronized captions. We all know how absolutely crucial it is to provide clear, large text for learners to read along with. Back in the day, manually syncing subtitles took hours of tedious work. Now, the AI does it in seconds, and you can easily tweak the font size and colors to make it super accessible for your class. Finally, let's talk about part 5. AI limitations and cultural verification. So the crucial point we have to make here is this. While AI gives you absolute superpowers, it is definitely not infallible. It learns by basically mashing up tons of data, which means it frequently falls into some pretty funny but educationally risky cultural content traps. For example, you might generate a stunning image of a hanbok, but if you look closely, the traditional ribbon, the gorum, might be tied completely backwards. Or worse, if you ask AI to generate a sign written in Korean, it will often spit out mangled, distorted alien letters that kind of look like Hangul but spell absolute nonsense. It might even create weird anachronisms like showing sleek, modern classroom desks sitting right in the middle of a historic Joseon-era village school. If you show these to your students without checking, you're literally teaching them incorrect culture. Because of this, you absolutely must have a verification process. Never blindly trust the AI. First, always cross-reference historical or cultural images with official institutes, like the National Folk Museum of Korea. Second, if you aren't 100% sure, get a native speaker to review it. And third, just always maintain a healthy dose of critical skepticism. AI provides incredible speed and a beautiful canvas, for sure, but you, the instructor, are the final essential gatekeeper for cultural accuracy. So, let's tie this whole explainer together into the ultimate lesson package. You start by setting your clear learning goal. Then you use that masterful 3-part prompt formula to generate targeted AI images. Next, you drop those images into Vru, add your AI voices, and spin up a dynamic video. Then you take all of these awesome assets and populate them into a digital learning space, like a Padlet board. Finally, you wrap the whole thing in interactive student activities, like quizzes and discussion prompts. Just like that, you've built a world-class lesson in a fraction of the time it used to take. And this brilliantly illustrates the core philosophy of using EdTech in our classrooms today. AI is really not here to replace you. AI generates the foundation. It builds the scaffolding. It paints the scenery, and it voices the characters. But the educator, you, ensures the cultural truth, the pedagogical value, and that irreplaceable human connection. You now have the exact blueprint, the prompt formulas, and the workflow you need to create materials that will truly captivate your classroom. So the only question left for you is, what unique aspect of the Korean language or culture are you going to bring to life for your students tomorrow? I highly encourage you to dive right into these tools, experiment with your prompts, and just watch your students' engagement totally soar. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy teaching.